Hello guys, and welcome to episode 10 of my Armoured Fury campaign in WARNO, playing on the PACT side. Previously, we made our first couple of attacks into Sehnde, and today we are going to be hopefully following up with attacks on the Panzergrenadier Battalion 11 and the Panzer Battalion 34. I just need to figure out exactly how we're going to do this. It's going to be really determined on how many action points we have remaining. For example, if I move these up, this is the closest, it's only going to have 7 action points, which means they can only attack once. So it doesn't really matter if I put them in the location where they only have 5 action points, although I might keep them on the main road just so they can move up the main road to push on the flag. So this Dasaniki battalion probably support our initial attack. And then I'll probably use maybe the 1st Battalion of the 56th initially, and then follow up with the 2nd Battalion for a second attack. I think that's probably the best way to do it. The Akhrani, they're actually not a terrible unit. They do have some Odestrelki and some T-80s. I got some supply. It's kind of useful. I might just move this one out of the way. And then the leader can sit here, maybe. The other thing I'm going to want to think about is moving up the AA eventually. But let's start by using the 1st Battalion of the 56th. And we'll use the 1st Battalion of the 248th. I'm going to engage the Panzer Battalion 34. We can't really use any aircraft here, I don't think, because there's still issues with AA. This is going to be a pretty nasty battle, though, because we're going to be engaging this Panzer Battalion as well with the Leopard 2A1s and potentially a Panzergrenadier Battalion. So, yeah, it's going to be a mix of something. I imagine they'll just bring in this Panzer Battalion 31 behind, though. Okay, let's have a quick look at the map. Tactical battle. The British air has come in, and unfortunately we did not intercept them. Okay. Well, that's unfortunate. That's broken down our AA. So we now have to worry about aircraft as well. Although, in some ways, it could be good for us because it's extra points. So we've got to break down 168 morale. And those airplanes, they're going to be like 5 each if we shoot them down. So, yeah, we'll see how we get on. We've got plenty of T-64s. Let's see how this goes. We'll just probably concentrate towards Boris and Anna so that we can cap these two or contest these two, and then we'll focus on center afterwards. I will leave some recon over on this left hand side. We'll just leave them in there, move the BMP over. I will want to bring the BRM with my T-64s. Other than that, I think maybe some AT guns is not a bad shout. Have them sort of defensive on the right hand side. We're going to want to get some infantry into this town. Let's do the BMP2s. And I will bring a leader with those. So those will all just pile into the back of that town there. And I could bring a Euro with them. These are all going to be pushing into Boris. And I'll need a leader behind those as well. Let's just go for the T-64 leader. And I'll want to bring in probably some machine guns. Just to help get into position early on and deal with enemy infantry. Maybe a BMP or two would be a nice idea. Just to kind of follow up. I'll unload the Monostragi here and they can move into the town and we can have the BMP2 come with us. And one more. Oh, recon. I might just have this one go a little bit further. Yeah, I guess I can line it up with this road. It's probably not a bad idea. Just to see what's coming down there. All right, let's go. We're off. So these AT guns, they will be able to do a lot of damage into the side armor of a Leopard 2A1. T-64s, we're going to be able to outrange the Leopards with the WARNO. When we're in range of the enemy tanks, we will be taking a lot of damage. So I will have to be careful with that. I am going to start moving up some more supply. We'll just keep that recon on the left to make sure nothing's kind of moving around our flank. But it's going to be important that we move them up, probably up this tree line eventually, to help us push into center, because it's going to be probably a large concentration of units there. We saw a unit on the right, so I might end up unloading this early, just in case. And we can have it sort of tack move around the edge of the tree line. The NSVs have got into position, which is good. We'll be bumping into enemy units shortly. Gonna get a bit crazy. And those Milans are a bit of a pain. I'm gonna smoke with that BMP2 to allow the other one to get through. This one can fall back. Oh, those machine guns have actually saved me so hard. Those Milans would have been a right pain to deal with otherwise. Make sure the BRM's in cover, that's important. Here go the Agonos. Hopefully we can get some good hits onto these Leopards before they get too close. We'll have to be careful with that one because of the Jaguar. Good kill. Yeah, as soon as they get in range, it's really scary. We'll keep the BRM on return fire. I don't want that to reveal itself unnecessarily. We need to make sure that we keep backing ourselves up here with more, because I will be taking damage as we go. Like for example in that situation where the Leopard's hitting us at the same time. Let's just smoke that T-64. So far so good though, really good actually. I just need my Agona to hit the Jag. There we go. Perfect. I'll just move my BRM over a little bit. Make sure we have the line of sight we need. A couple of Leopards on that side. I'm going to move across my Motostraki just to try and clear this tree line, and then we can move the Rapera up there. One's still wheeling round. I'm going to make sure that my BRDM comes with that Rapera. I'm taking out the Pantograns, that's nice. Looks there is a problem, so we'll just back up with those. Be nice if they could finish off that Pantogran for me, but not happening. Losing the Motostraki to that was a bit sad. We'll just unload the Rapid early here. This supply can move in behind the Motostraki. So these BMPs, I'm not sure how I'm going to get good use out of them. I'll move them back, I think. So we have maximum range with the anti-tank missiles. And then we can maybe kill the tanks that way. It's either that or we do like a big tank push. Good kills from the T-64. The other thing we can do over time is add Gvozdikas. Interesting. Let's get the BRDM to move over. Maybe I can spot that. It's probably a Jag, I would guess. This is really difficult when you just can't see what's going on. Oh, did we just take a side shot there? I think we did. T-64 down. We will lose a couple of T-64s in this engagement. Totally expecting that, because when you're sort of fighting this way against other heavy tanks, there's always a chance you're going to end up with a side shot. If I can keep range on those, though, when we get the Agonas on target, that would be great. Oh, was that the T-64 that was low on cohesion? Just wrecked that. Crazy side shot. Alright, we'll get these Monostraki out early just in case. Nice. Really nice. Put a big dent in them already. At some point I just need to focus on the left side here. We'll start moving up this infantry unit. I've got them on like the auto cover. If you click this toggle button on the bottom right, you can change on foot pathfind to cover over short. If it's short, then they just walk straight to the place. If you click cover and right click, they'll use cover to get to that location, which sometimes can be a bit inconvenient, but it's always a little bit safer, especially when you're playing against AI, I find. And if I want to go directly there, I can always use an attack move order. So that's kind of how I distinguish those. Keep moving up these AT guns. I imagine over on this left-hand side is where we're going to have most of our issues. So what I'll do for the time being is I think we'll just save more points so that I can buy in basically all 12 Gvozdka, and then when we start spotting things we can hit them with that artillery. It'll be a lot safer and cleaner than just running into them with the tanks. or the infantry. Although in this case, I am going to move both of these monostrelki over to the right to join these two. And then from there, we can move up this tree line on the right side and get RPGs into the side of the Leopard 2s. Okay, well they didn't really walk the way that I'd hoped they would. That was a bit of a waste. Or M113 playing catch. There's a bunch of tanks over there. Hopefully that doesn't hit. Good kill. Nice. I just sped things up a sec there because I wanted to get these monostrelki to work. I'm very apprehensive moving up my BRM. I don't want to lose that.
На связи. Вы уверены, что там безопасно? Обнаружен противник. Приготовиться к бою.
Right, we'll start bringing in these Kavoztikas now.
Болванка в танк ударила! К бою! Готов! Обнаружен противник. Приготовиться к бою.
Big old battery. So what we can do with these, interesting. We can just, anything that's idle, we can just hit with a volley or two. Especially like over on that left side, for example. Put them on hold fire. And make sure they all fire at the same time. Really nice. Again, return fire. And off you go. Beautiful. Fortunately, in this battle, we don't have to worry about counter battery too much, I don't think. Very nice. I guess the one issue we may have is ammo. But for now, we can just keep pounding them. mass artillery. It always looks really cool to use as well. When they fire in unison like that. Perfect. So what I'll do is I'm thinking of just setting up some extra guys on this right side here. We'll let the BMPs stay with the BRM. Monostroke, you can stay on that right side. What I'm going to start to do, I think, is sort of rearrange my T-64s to push on this objective.
Обнаружен противник. Приготовиться. Есть цель, командир. Остановимся.
These are Armada Milans. Let's do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Впереди противник. Нам поворачивать?
Oh, one of them's not firing.
Остановимся.
Funny how much more effective that was against the the tank. I guess in that case I was firing them all at the same target rather than two different targets, but still. I probably should turn off fuel from the Euro. Waste. Don't need extra fuel here, I don't think. Okay, let's start moving these up. Lovely.
Моя рука. Разведвзвод. Нормальные герои всегда идут в обход. Движение на горизонте.
Bit worried about being shot from the right side as we move across here. Yeah, that's an annoying Milan in there. We'll just make sure to dunk that with some artillery.
Добавим огневой мощи. Я броня. Цель обнаружена. На связи. Задним ходом марш. Остановимся.
That should be enough to do the job there.
Я броня. Цель обнаружена. Товарищ командир. День твой последний приходит, буржуй. К бою готов. Развернем здесь наблюдательный пост. К бою готов.
I'm going to target that tree line for sure.
Назад! Назад! Жду ваших указаний. Громко и четко. Молодец, наводчик. Кажется, это не наши. Остановимся. По местам. Ищем цель. Еще. Жду ваших указаний. По местам. Впереди противник. Нам поворачивать.
Honestly, in single player, the rework for artilleries is super fun. In multiplayer, I'm still trying to like get the hang of it, but I think I really like it in multiplayer. One. Oh. Oh no! Not the BRM! Of all the units! I had so many tanks in front of it, it still gets targeted first.
Торможу!
Savage.
Быстрей, поехали! Молодец, наводчик! Орудие готово, командир. На связи. Вперед! Ищем цели! Может, бахнем? Остановимся.
I think they already moved.
Ждем приказ. Задним ходом марш! Удивить, значит победить. Так точно, товарищ командир. Угас заряжен, к бою готов!
I'm just gonna let these ones free fire, I think. Maybe we can stop them a little bit.
Я броня, цель обнаружена. Остановимся.
Without corrected shot, I don't think we killed the leopard unless we get really lucky.
Жду новых указаний. Достанем их из-под земли. Понял. Меняю позицию. Наблюдаю противника. Прием. Горит! На связи. Склонение 10 градусов. Огонь!
We're gonna end up running out of ammo on these Gavostikas at some point.
Удивить, значит победить. Я броня. Цель обнаружена. Остановимся. Давно хотел посетить там страну. Проверка связи. Прием. День твой последний приходит. Развернем здесь наблюдательный пост.
Wonder what will happen if I put a leader in the corner here. Let's bring up a T-80. We'll try and put that in this corner. Can't really afford to take damage, so we're just gonna let the Gavostika do it.
Остановимся. Громко и четко. Огонь с коротких. Так точно, товарищ командир. Я броня. Цель обнаружена. Вы поворот не пропустили? На связи! Достанем их из-под земли! Сдаем назад! Аккуратно!
Where's that coming from?
Торможу! Жду новых указаний! День твой последний приходит! Буржуй! К бою готов! Боекомплекта больше нет!
I was just waiting for it to fire the second time before popping the spec. A little bit risky because if a leopard had fired at me, I probably would have lost it, but paid off.
Добавим огневой мощи. Остановимся. Еще один готов. Весь во внимании. Давай быстрее. День твой последний приходит. Жду ваших указаний. Обнаружен противник. Приготовиться к бою. Проверить снаряжение. Добавим огневой мощи. Молодец, наводчик. Наблюдаю противника. Прием.
Put one shot into that Jag.
Остановимся. Громко и четко. Жду новых указаний.
Apparently needed two.
Давай быстрее, пока нас не заметили. Экипаж танка к бою готов. Готов.
Okay, we'll put the T-80 in here. It may force them to play a bit more aggressive, and then we can kill stuff. But honestly, we're still going to win like quickly anyway, even if they don't try and push back. Okay, interesting. Oh, okay. I thought we had enough health there to survive the second shot, but apparently not. Okay, well, we certainly kicked the hornet's nest. And we're just gonna survive. Oh wow, that must have been a crit, because it like blew up after the PACT. Oh, this one doesn't have smoke. Ooh, bit of a nasty engagement there. We have killed a lot of leopards, and it is what we need to do. I need to do as much damage as possible to these units just to make sure that we can rout them afterwards.
Задним ходом марш! Молодец, наводчик! Жду ваших указаний. Хватит сидеть. Вам что, заняться нечем?
In this situation, it may actually be better for me to take the conquest victory for the actual total victory overall, because I don't think a morale victory would be a total victory. We did just kill a lot of tanks though. Believe in the T-64. I don't believe in the T-64 because it got crit. That's sad.
Добавим огневой мощи. Стой! Сперва нужно осмотреться! Я броня! Цель обнаружена! Молодец, наводчик!
Let's see if we can take them out. Yep.
По местам! Новых указаний! Стой! Да, товарищ командир! Склонение 10 градусов! Огонь!
How many shots do I have left? 9. Oh, they're moving. We just let them fire as quickly as possible. Okay. A lot of dudes. probably should just get firing there. That would have been pretty good. Yeah, we'll take it. That'll do. Slow and steady. Gvozdika's proven their worth once again. We get the total victory, 153 kills, 23 losses. Did lose a few T-64s along the way, but only 4 overall, which is actually pretty good considering the amount of Leopard 2s we just destroyed. Yeah, there we go. Very nice indeed. So, next up, we want to be able to kind of break through here. I don't think I can actually launch an attack directly onto the Panzergrenadier Battalion 11. I'm going to have to hit one of these other ones first, which will use up our action points, which is a bit of a shame. But what I can do is maybe move here with the tanks. Let me just check where these guys are going. So the Thessaloniki could move there instead. Maybe do that. I've got to be careful, because we don't want them to get engaged on their own, though. Whereas I don't really mind if these do. Could still move here. Nice. Sehnde is under our control. That's really, really good. Okay. Great stuff. So now where do we attack? Do I attack this unit? If I attack this unit, then they will bring in another unit opposite alongside the artillery. Although the artillery technically won't be in the battle. So I could still do this and they might just join and then it'll be a 1v1. As opposed to utilizing the Descent. And then I just kind of move these over. Just have the Descent ready to help defend against counterattacks. Yeah, I'm kind of feeling that. Let's just try and take out this artillery. Not a fan of this map. If they use a Panzergrenadier battalion, it's going to be a really hard fight. If they use a Panzer battalion, probably still a hard fight. Hopefully they use Panzer Battalion 14. I don't think they'll use the others, or they might not even help at all. Okay. Well, we've got another fight on our hands. Oh yeah, we didn't have the AA up, so that's a bit awkward. Panzergrenadier Battalion 11. Actually, it's more open than I thought it was. This isn't the map I thought it was. Okay, that's fine. We'll be alright. We will be alright. Hopefully. We didn't see any aircraft actually in the last battle, did we? Okay. Well, at least we get some like infantry in these units. It's kind of nice. What am I going to do with my recon is the question. Because we don't really have much to work with in terms of recon. I don't want to lose it. We'll probably do something like that, and then I'll bring up some T-64s for that right side. We don't really have to worry about enemy tanks. So it's just going to be Milan spam that we have to worry about at range. I'll do a T-64 in here. We can do maybe like a T-64 in the corner here. Do I have any machine guns? No. Oh yeah, we do. We have these ones. Perfect. That will do. Because these will be important for this side for sure. That's like the perfect range for them. On the right, I'm actually going to use grenade launchers to help with the annoying Milans, and we'll want to bring in some more tanks on the left just to help that tank out in case, you know, there's a couple of Mardas or something that charges down. And then I guess we just maybe pop a BRDM over here somewhere. There is like a hill in the middle, so the line of sight's a bit dodgy. I could still have that up on the hill, I think. See how we get on with that. We got the leaders for capping both sectors early on. That's the most important thing.
указаний.
These 30 mils, they come in with the BMP-2AG, which also has its own grenade launcher on the side there. Pretty cool piece of kit.
Движение на горизонте. Удивить значит победить.
One of my UACs got killed
Огонь по готовности.
before it unloaded. It's like the Luke's got the better of that.
Весь во внимании.
It's a shame. I will let the T-64s push up the main road.
Жду ваших указаний.
I'll bring one out wide for the leaders getting in there.
Броня на связи.
I did actually forget that they would still have Jaguars.
Жду приказов. Жду ваших указаний.
Thankfully at this range we're good.
Хорошо горит. Я броня. Цель обнаружена. Жду новых указаний. Болванка в танк ударила. Экипаж танка к бою готов. Ищем цель. Огонь по готовности. Я броня по местам.
Okay. I think this maybe was the unit I wanted them to bring with those tanks.
Проверка связи. Прием. У нас потери. На связи. Задним ходом марш.
You know, I have to use the other tank to
Выполнение боевой задачи готов.
bring that.
День твой последний приходит. Буржу по местам. Хорошо горит. Проверка связи. Прием. Хорошо горит. Назад! Назад!
So whilst these Panzergrenades will cause cohesion loss,
Наблюдательный пост.
they're not going to do much damage. This may be another battle for... Oh no.
Давай назад!
For Gavostikas. I didn't have it on return fire. That's a rookie error right there. Big oof.
Разведвзвод в вашем
That blinds me.
распоряжении.
There were so many good artillery targets there as well. Now we have to commit infantry to move in there.
Товарищ командир, сдаем назад. Аккуратно.
Вы поворот не пропустили?
Болванка в танк ударила! Торможу! Удивить значит победить.
Впереди противник.
I don't actually know how he spotted me first there. That's kind of crazy.
Весь во внимании.
There must be some sort of recon in that.
Принят. Тормози. Мы
Maybe
здесь
another
подождем.
looks.
Второй взвод готов. Вперед! Огонь с коротких! Движение на
I'm actually going to bring in a Basilic, and we're just going to let that.
Удивить
Alright,
значит
well.
победить. Быстрей, поехали!
And we'll start saving now for artillery again.
Проверка связи. Прием. К бою. Готов.
Lost line of sight.
Одним ходом марш!
Like, making engagements like that without it recon is just... That's so terrible.
И четко. Обнаружен противник. Приготовиться к бою. Готов. Самый легкий
I
путь.
can have this BRM here, but I really don't want to get it killed.
Стой. Сперва нужно осмотреться. Выше нас только звезды. Транспорт готов. Весь во внимании.
The reason I'm not bringing in the Gavostikas one by one is because
Готовы вдарить, товарищ
it basically will lower the amount of income that I have, and therefore
Я броня. Цель обнаружена.
I won't be able to like buy them as quickly.
Жду приказов. К бою. Готов.
Kind of fun watching that do its job.
Может, бахнем? отставать! Молодец, наводчик!
A nice position up on this hill, actually.
Болванка в танк ударь! Торможу! Экипаж танканки, грязи не боятся!
I'm really hoping that the Vasilek can get the MGs and the Milans out of the way.
Царица полей слушает. Хорошо горит! Не отставать! Цель поражена!
Go. Perfect.
Я броня! Цель обнаружена! Экипаж танка к бою готов!
Almost there.
У нас потери! Отделение к бою! Одним империалистом меньше! Я полезу на север! Выполните было задание готово! Меня понял, оружие готово!
RPG-7VR has that like nice 18 pen.
Слушаю, товарищ командир!
We'll let those motor strike you fall back though.
Броня на связи! Боекомплекта больше нет! Вперед! Огонь! Обнаружен противник! Приготовиться к бою!
Really good kill there, actually. Didn't think that would hit. Okay, now we need even more motor strike just to continue doing what these ones are doing.
Второй взвод! Выдвигаемся!
Like probe through this tree line and
Приготовиться
kill
к бою!
things off there.
Проверка связи! Прием! Все ранены! Обнаружен противник! Торможу! Хорошо! По вашему приказу взвод построен! У нас потери! Идем туда!
Looks like we found our first target,
Защищайте орудие!
the Gvozdikas.
Нас здесь всех перестреляют! Есть цель, командир! Так точно, товарищ командир! У нас потери! Вперед! Огонь с коротких! Орудие готово, командир! Молодец, наводчик! Может, остановимся! Еще один готов! Может, бахнем? Остановимся! Выполнение боевой задачи готов! Я броня! Цель обнаружена! Оружие на изготовку!
Ну, поехали.
Might be worth me bringing in another one of those Vasiliks on the right, actually.
Я броня! Цель обнаружена!
Может, чайку? Ну, поехали.
К бою готов! Двигаемся скрытно! Стой! Сперва нужно осмотреть...
Тыловое обеспечение на связи.
Враг близко! Защищайте орудие! По местам! За мной! Жду новых указаний! Ищем цель! Огонь по готовности! Оружие на изготовку!
Okay, she's ready to go again.
Солдаты!
Bring up some more.
Экипаж танка к бою готов! Ищем цель! Огонь по готовности! Броня на связи! Боекомплекта больше нет!
Вы поворот не пропустили?
Well, I used up all of this. I went quickly. It must be like resupplying the Vasilok.
К бою готов! На связи! Движение! Обнаружен враг. Красная армия всех сильней! Товарищ командир, я броня! Не отставать!
They're certainly piling in here.
взвод построен. Громко! Не отставать! Оружие на изготовку! Обнаружен противник. Приготовиться к бою.
I'm going to bring the Vasilek over to the left because I think having the support moving through the town is probably more useful.
Бегом марш! Орудие готово, командир. Царица полей слушает. Огонь по готовности. Броня на связи. Подтверждают. Обнаружен противник. Приготовиться к бою. Готовы вдарить, товарищ. За родину! В вашем
I
распоряжении.
barely did any damage to them.
Проверить снаряжение. Разговорчики в строю. Всем залечь. Я броня. Цель обнаружена. Взвод построен и ждет приказов.
Nice flank there from those motherfuckers.
Приготовиться к бою. Одним империалистом меньше. Враг перебит. Караул в ружье. На связи. Ищем цель. Огонь по готов. У нас экипаж танка к бою готов. Так, разговорники в строю. Огонь по готовности. Взвод построен и ждет приказов. День твой последний приходит. По местам.
Bring up another T-64 for that left side whilst I'm moving up these BVs.
Так держать, бойцы.
Эх, путь дорожка фронтовая.
Приготовиться к бою. Отделение, стой. Шире шаг. Так держать, бойцы. Так, близко. Защищайте орудие. Хорошо, гори. Ждем цели указаний. У нас потери. Молодец, молодчик. Ваших указаний. Я броня. Цель обнаружена.
Don't mind trading the BMPs for the leader there, honestly.
Хорошо, гори. Сдаем назад, товарищ командир. Болванка в танк ударила! Я броня. Цель обнаружена. Царица полей слушает.
Okay, nice. We got lots of eyes on things here. Let's just do some shots in front of those and in front of those.
Готовы вдарить, товарищ командир. Я броня. Цель обнаружена. Молодец, наводчик. Еще один готов. Цель поражена. Обнаружен. Приготовиться к бою. Остановимся.
Really good hits. Really good hits.
Движение начал. Боекомплекта больше
Yeah,
нет.
the Milan spam is like the thing that I'm most worried about generally,
Проверить
so
снаряжение.
really good if we can clear that out.
Противник.
Есть цель, командир. Мехвод, к ориентиру вперед! Громко и четко!
Now, I really want to find a way to collapse
День
in
твой
this direction
последний
because I think
приходит.
there's a lot of stuff in these trees.
На связи.
Впереди противник. Нам поворачивать?
Slowly move over the Vodosraki. I'm just gonna let them group up a little bit more.
Экипаж танка к бою готов. Болванка в танк ударила!
I did a lot of damage.
Задним
Тыловое обеспечение на связи.
торможу.
Ah, it's a joker. I thought it was the Milan from the Marder that did the damage
К
there.
бою готов. Хорошо горит.
Good kill.
Понял. Меняю позицию. Жду новых указаний. К бою. Ищем цель. Огонь по готовности. По местам. Вступаю в бой. Я броняю. Цель обнаружена. Жду ваших указаний. Хорошо горит. Выполнению боевой задачи готов. Вперед! Ищем цели! Двигаемся скрытно.
It might be RM forwards. I'm going to start moving the Razvedka this way, across the open.
К бою! Готов!
It seems like they're unloading here, but they're not staying here. They're kind of running back on themselves.
Товарищ командир, всем залить! Боевой порядок! На связи! Молодец! Вперед! Огонь с коротких! Всем залить! Торможу! Громко и... Обнаружен противник! Приготовиться к бою! Боекомплекта больше нет! Вперед! Огонь с коротких! Экипаж танка к бою готов! Экипаж танка к бою готов! Понял!
Nice.
Не на горизонте!
Making good progress now.
Весь во внимании! Боекомплекта больше нет! Задним ходом марш!
Bring up a couple more Monostrelki that can kind of push through the left there to clear that out the way.
Броня на связи! Вперед! Огонь с коротких! Я броня! Цель обнаружена! Жду новых указаний! Разведвзвод в вашем распоряжении! Хорошо горит! У нас потери! Движение на горизонте! Экипаж танка к бою готов! Боекомплекта больше нет!
Right, the artillery is going to be pretty good for us.
Лучше плохо ехать, чем хорошо. Артиллерия!
Just make sure that these stay behind cover. There's a lot of tanks coming in.
Танка к бою готов! Хорошо горит!
Yeah, kind of unfortunate, isn't those?
Еще бы чуть-чуть!
Definitely got a little bit
Хорошо горит!
overzealous there.
Бахнем! Торможу! Обнаружен противник. Приготовиться к бою. На связи. Ищем цель. Огонь по готовности.
Yeah, really nice.
Остановимся. Обнаружен противник. Приготовиться к бою. Ищем цель. Огонь по готовности.
Almost perfect there for the artillery.
Заметили.
Really, really good.
Боекомплекта больше нет. Торможу.
Land's gotta go.
Цель обнаружена. Громко и четко. Молодец, наводчик. Да, товарищ командир. Нас заметили. Фиксирую огонь. На связи. Боекомплекта больше нет. День твой последний приходит. Я броня. Цель обнаружена.
Рейс.
Еще один готов! Еще бы чуть-чуть! На связи! Вперед! Огонь с коротких!
Oh, nice. Really hit the spot there.
Обнаружен противник. Приготовиться к бою.
Let's move these forwards, get the BRM forwards. These need to go, start attacking up the left side there.
По вашему приказу взвод построен. Отведите это орудие. Выдвигаемся. Хорошие у них дороги. Выходим и в стороны. По вашему приказу взвод построен. Громко и четко.
Just getting into the buildings, it gives me good line of sight.
Весь во внимании. Еще бы чуть-чуть. Разведвзвод в вашем распоряжении на горизонте. Молодец, наводчик. Вперед, ищем цели. Торможу.
Really nice.
Болванка в танк ударила.
Struggling there.
Там. Товарищ командир. Хорошо горит.
Track's broken is no
Я
fun.
на связи. Болванка в танк ударила. Я броня. Цель обнаружена.
We can of course start bringing up some more tanks, so I will try and do that.
Жду. Торможу. Молодец, наводчик.
So far things are going pretty well.
Жду новых указаний.
Okay, never mind. As the turret goes flying.
Экипаж танка к бою готов.
I was hoping they'd get out of there before it died, but another leopard came zooming down the road.
Разряжен. К бою готов.
Well, another jag on that side. Crazy.
Я броня. Цель обнаружена. Прямое попадание. Может, бахнем. Остановимся. Цель поражена. По местам. Готовы вдарить, товарищ командир. Второй взвод готов. Я броня. Цель обнаружена. Красная армия всех
Okay.
сильней.
We don't see anything on the left.
Я броня. Цель обнаружена.
Ah, there it is. The Milan. I thought it may be the Jaguar that was shooting at us before.
Приготовиться. У нас потери. На связи. Понял. Меняю позицию. Отбой.
Chase down that Milan.
Готов. Боеприпасов не осталось. Давай назад. Молодец, наводчик. Экипаж. Обнаружен противник. Приготовиться к бою. Танки грязи не боятся. Приготовиться к бою. Выполнению боевой задачи готов. Торможу. Товарищ командир. Так точно, товарищ командир. Одним империалистом меньше. Весь во внимании. Молодец, наводчик. Взвод построен и ждет приказов. Торможу.
Good.
Двигатель работает. Мы ждем.
Tell you what, these Veselix actually have pretty decent range. What is the range on those? 5,000? Huh.
Я броня.
Didn't think it was so far.
Отделение, стой. Бодрее, бойцы. Так держать, бойцы. Может, бахнем? Вперед! Огонь с коротких! По местам! Не отставать!
A pretty good target for the artillery.
Заряжен! К бою готов! Обнаружен противник. Проверка связи. Ищем цель. Огонь по готовности. Полная боевая готовность. У нас идут сильно вперед. Огонь с коротких. Цель поражена. Развернем здесь наблюдательный пост. Цель поражена. На связи. Их ход. К ориентиру вперед. Цель поражена.
There it is. Alright, 108 kills, 14 losses in that one. Unfortunately, I did lose a T-64. A couple more Strelky, BRDM got killed. Only 4 losses total, really. And that unit's destroyed, and the reinforcing unit... actually, it was Panzergrenadier Battalion 11, yeah, it wasn't Panzer Battalion 14. This is the one that I wanted to join, but it was this one instead. But they're now disorganized, so... Oh no, sorry, the Panzer Battalion 13 is disorganized, not the Panzer Battalion 14. Well, that's alright. Let's go and just move up into there. And that is everybody moved. Cool. Nice. Really good for us. So now we need to do the attacks on the right hand side, but that is for next time because unfortunately it has been my time. And yeah, we'll move on to taking this flag, hunting down the British once more, and eventually we'll be collapsing from all over onto Hanover. That's all. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.